Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event of Table Rock Sports Productions. I'm Jeff Lang with Jason Brewster, coming to you live from Crater High School in Central Point, Oregon. Thanks for joining us this evening. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week, powered by U.S. Cellular at Siskiyou. Today featuring the traveling Springfield Millers and your home Crater Comets. We're pleased to bring you this game on TableRockSports.net in partnership with the Central Point School District and our participating community business partners. Be sure to download the new version of our free app. Watch all Table Rock Sport Network events on your phone, tablet, PC, or anywhere where you can connect for free. We also invite fans to check out all features on TableRockSports.net, where you can find easy access to live streaming events, Southern Oregon Sports Spotlight, and our new feature, the Alumni Watch. Again, Midwestern League action here tonight. We've got about 7.5 minutes left to tip here at Crater High School on this Friday night, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. I want to talk a little bit about our few great sponsors here at Table Rock Sports. Let's start with Siskiyou Cellular. Fans stop into any of the 7 Siskiyou Cellular locations in Southern Oregon for a wide range of your wireless needs. For over 25 years, Siskiyou Cellular has been keeping customers connected to people and things that matter most. Siskiyou Cellular, presenting sponsor of Table Rock Sports. We also want to talk about Schlesinger and De Villeneuve Attorneys. Table Rock Sports is pleased to welcome them as a new sponsor this winter. Schlesinger and De Villeneuve Attorneys, they specialize in the areas of personal injury, workers' comp, medical malpractice, wrongful death, and other claims that have offices in Salem, Eugene, Roseburg, Grants Pass, Medford, and Klamath Falls. Also, Lithia Superstore. Coverage tonight is made possible by our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore on Highway 62, and General Manager Jason Lawrence. Browse online at lithiasuperstore.com and then come in and work with our outstanding staff. Thanks to our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore. And lastly, a shout out to the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. Table Rock Sports is partnering with the Southern Oregon Sports Commission to promote the Know Your Role campaign to improve the culture surrounding youth sports. You'll hear messages from the campaign in tonight's game, and you can learn more by visiting travelmedford.org and clicking on sports. The Southern Oregon Sports Commission, Table Rock Sports, OSAA, and the NFHS partners in supporting a healthy sporting environment for all. So teams continue to warm up here. About 5 minutes left to tip. Jason, the Springfield Millers come in with a 7-3 conference record. The Comets come in with 10-1. And with just a few games left in conference play, this is going to be an important one. I'm excited, even though we had a wide margin up in Springfield just a month ago in January.
Yeah, it looks like the Millers are really hitting their stride, Jeff. And like you say, there's not many more games left before postseason. So every game really matters, especially for both of these teams, the Comets and the Millers tonight. The Millers have 2 wins against North Eugene. And if you'll recall, North Eugene gave the Comets quite a scare up in North Eugene earlier in the year in December. And so the Millers are a dangerous team. In addition to that, they took Churchill, the number 1 ranked team in 5A, into overtime just this last Tuesday, Jeff. So this is a dangerous team. They also beat number 8 ranked Willamette, and Willamette also took Crater into overtime. So the Comets can't take anything for granted against these Millers.
The Millers coming on they come in on a 5-game winning streak. And, again, they're hot, as well as the Comets. They're also on a 5-game winning streak as well. Their last loss was at Churchill in an overtime thriller. We had that one for you here right on Table Rock Sports. And everybody's looking for that rematch come February 25th. That's a Tuesday evening right here in Central Point.
You'll want to mark your calendars for that one. I expect the Crater Gymnasium to be packed to capacity.
Well, before we cut to a commercial break and get ready for our tip here, I just want to mention we have a top 10 matchup tonight. Again, the Millers come in with an overall record of 11-7. Don't be fooled. Their Midwestern League record is 7-3. They are ranked number 10 in the 5A rankings. The Comets, of course, are ranked number 3 with OSAA and number 2 in the coaches poll with an overall record of 14-5 and a 10-1 Midwestern League record. So just a couple minutes here before tip, we're going to cut to a break to hear a few words from our sponsors here at TableRockSports.net. We'll be right back.
Table Rock Sports would like to thank you fans for watching tonight and for your great comments on our new YouTube-based Lithia Superstore Game Center. Located on the homepage of our website, you can watch multiple streams live or go full screen with your favorite team's game. One way to help us keep this great service going is by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just type Table Rock Sports in the search bar and click on the red subscribe button. You'll be entered to win prizes and get notices on local sporting events before they go live. You help us with a click, we'll help keep you in the game when you can't be there live, and you'll have a chance to win crispy, crunchy chicken and 2020 game tickets to an Oregon College event. Subscribe today.
Go ahead.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
When it's lunchtime, it's crunch time. Crispy Crunchy Chicken. Located inside your local My Circle K is your new address for their delicious chicken sandwich on the go. When it's dinner on the run, it's kickback dinner deal time. 8 pieces of fried chicken or tenders, 2 large mashed potatoes, 4 biscuits, and 4 cookies for just $13.99. Get your crunch on today and try the best kept secret in fried chicken. Crispy Crunchy Chicken inside your local My Circle K.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Crater High School Pep Band on hand tonight, this Friday night. It's winter formal tonight, so not a huge student section yet. But later on this floor, or what would be the adjacent building, they will be, I don't know what's the word for it, they'll be dancing. Let's just say
That's
that.
right.
These past couple games for the Comets, just monumental wins, 107-59 against Eagle Point. 72-48 against North Bend, 66-35 against North Eugene, 80-40 against Thurston. Just taking care of business. Starting lineups now here for Crosby Green's Millers. Let's check that. Number 4 is Marcel Hill, a senior guard. Number 11, Anthony Hill, a sophomore forward. Number 0, that's Hunter Reininger. He's a senior. Trey Bryant, he's the one that could put the ball in the bucket. He's a junior, stands 6'0", wears number 24. And then the 5th starter for the Springfield Millers, I believe, is Braden Rowe, senior post, wearing number 13. Starting lineups for Coach Chris Schmerbach's Comets. Chris now in his 4th year at the helm. 3-year starter Jaden Brains at the point, wears number 0. In the backcourt with him is Hunter Chubb, a junior at 6'1". Braden Ray, a junior at 5'9". In the front court is Kruger Edwards, the senior at 6'6", scored 22 points in the first quarter this past week at Eagle Point, 25 points overall. And then Nathan Biddle, wearing number 32, the 6'11" junior swingman. Again, upcoming games, Jason, for the Comets will be next Tuesday at Ashland, next Friday at home against Willamette, the number 5 ranked team in the state, followed by Churchill on the 25th, the number 1 ranked team in the state. And then the Comets close out the league on the road up in Thurston that Friday night.
Kruger Edwards, we've talked about how well he has shot his free throws of late. I jinxed him, of course, Jeff, 1 of 2. There was a technical foul called on Springfield Millers during warm-ups. I didn't catch exactly what it was for, if it was for dunking or...
Somebody looked at somebody wrong,
yep,
I guess.
that can happen.
It happens, so... Gosh knows you can touch the rim nowadays. A ball right into Biddle, and he gets that ball deep inside on the pass from Vrains. So an assist for Vrains. He picks up where he left off. He had 12 assists in what was just 2 quarters of play in Eagle Point on Tuesday.
And Jeff, I'll be interested to see how Kruger Edwards starts this game. We did not show it on Table Rock Sports, but in Eagle Point on Tuesday, Kruger had a 22-point first quarter.
There's Biddle. He'll get the rebound on Chubb's miss. It's going to be immediate foul, I believe, on Bryant. Biddle picks up a rebound. He's going to have a couple shots.
Trey Bryant, the junior, is the straw that stirs the Springfield Millers drink, and he is not one that Coach Green wants to see get in any kind of foul trouble. And this is early on for Trey to pick up that first foul as Biddle hits his first.
We're working ourselves deeper into season play, and you can see that Biddle has spent a bit more time on his free throw. Struggled earlier in the year, whether it was conditioning or just a little tweak to his shot, but you can see a lot more confidence at the line. He does miss that one. So
we need to stop talking about how good the Crater free throw shooters are while they're shooting, Jeff. So far, we're causing them harm.
Bryant misses. There's Vrains. He gets it up to Chubb. He's going to go up and in for 2. So a quick 6-0 lead for the Comets. Less than a minute gone here on this Friday night. Comets are active when they look to run off those long rebounds. And here's another one. Chubb way up court to Biddle. 2 steps, going to get stripped by Braden Lowe, who is hustling down.
Good
Crosby
hustle
Green
by Braden
is,
Lowe.
Not happy. He wants a timeout. That's a 30-second variety. We'll take it with him. We'll be right back here on TableRockSports.net.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
And welcome back here after that timeout by Coach Crosby Green, emphatically imploring his players to get back on defense. There's Hunter Chubb, comes up short on the 3-pointer attempt, and that's brought down by Hill. Bryant now looks up court to Reiniger. Reiniger thinks differently as Biddle was underneath the hoop. Same thing with Marcel Hill.
And Jeff, we've seen that, this is our third year going that we've watched Nathan Biddle turn so many people who would otherwise drive just like that, turn them away because of his reach and his blocking ability. Kruger Edwards with another nice pass, nice assist as the Comets are out and running.
8-0 here on the John L. Scott scoreboard early. 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter, Midwestern League action. One of the lighter crowds that we've seen all season here tonight, so early start.
Early start, Valentine's Day.
And then winter formal.
Winter formal, yeah. That is kind of the three strikes against the big crowd tonight. In fact, Athletic Director Dave Hurd must have expected that, as he didn't even pull out the bleachers up top, which have been out for the last few home games.
The road from here on out, including tonight's game, will get a lot tougher for the Comets. Shot comes up short, rebounded by Biddle, again by Biddle, up and in. So 10-0, and Comets are out and running again. Stolen away by Braden Ray. Edwards down on the block, into the game, number 22. That's Jose Diaz, 6'3" senior. Number 32, that's Omar Carlos. There's a block shot by Kruger Edwards, pins it against the glass as the sophomore Heel thought he had an open look. Still no points here for the Millers.
Jeff, you talked a little bit about the 5-game winning streak and the disparity in points difference that the Comets have enjoyed here of late. And, that's exactly what Coach Schmerbach was wanting to see from this team, was this good, steady improvement throughout the season as we get closer to the postseason. And obviously, they need to dominate the paint while they're playing against smaller teams like the Springfield Millers.
Technical foul called on Nathan Biddle as he had a few words for the offside referee. Biddle was posting up hard on the right-hand blocks, much smaller man, over a foot shorter than him. Biddle held his strength, but yet the referee said, hey, offensive player control, and Nate disagreed with him casually. And the referee casually disagreed with him and gave him a technical.
And that's costly because, of course, that technical counts against Nate's personal fouls. So he picked up 2 personal fouls with 4:55 to go in the first quarter.
Bryant up and in with 2 shots. Biddle's going to substitute in for him is junior Malachi Grant, wearing number 15, the 6'3" junior. Colton Drains also into the game. He is a sophomore, wears number 2. And he had a hot hand with 21 this past Tuesday at Eagle Point. In fact, he was 4 of 4 for a stretch there in three-point land in Eagle Point.
And that, again, is part of what I was talking about the Comets kind of hitting their stride going into the postseason like this.
Pass into Carlos. Blocked by Chubb, blocked again by Kruger, but that's a foul. So Omar Carlos to the free throw line. Jason, I got a little trivia here for you.
All right.
Which team in the 9-team Midwestern League Conference has scored the most points in league play this year?
So in the Midwestern League Conference, Churchill is the number 1 ranked team. And they do put points on the board. The Crater Comets are 2nd in the Midwestern League, but 3rd in the state in 5A. But I believe the hometown Crater Comets are still putting up more points than anybody else. Am I right?
You are not, but very close. Good analysis. Churchill is leading that category with just 1,401 offensive points as Chubb takes a 3-pointers. We're talking about offensive points. stretches the lead to 13-3 on that tray from Hunter Chubb. The Comets are in second in total points, and they come in with 1,312. Here's Chubb, and he goes up and in off the glass for another two. 15-3 with 4 minutes left. And this is a little bit of a surprise, too, and I don't mean that as a leading question. So which team allows the least points, i.e. who plays the best defense in league play?
So that's a little bit different. So we've seen some stingy teams. Wow, Hunter Chubb just going off. That's 9 points for Chubb in the first quarter. We'll get back after this commercial, and I'm going to give you an answer on that one, Jeff.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of
Nate Horton.
Wow.
We're back. Crater High School, 3 minutes, 37 seconds left on the scoreboard. Millers take possession here. A couple threes for Hunter Chubb. Total of 9 points here in the first quarter for him. He's got the hot hand. Ball knocked away by Malachi Grant into the hands of the Crater Comet mascot. Not many mascots across this great nation named the Comets.
Yeah, in fact, I'd be curious to know what other ones have been. Let's see. I think I heard some trivia about Crater's former mascot before it became the Comets. Are you the one that told me this trivia?
Well, I just know who it is or what it was.
Okay. You might have been the one that told me it then.
Yeah, the Central Point Pointers.
The Pointers, indeed.
That's right.
Colton Brains with the nifty layup.
That catch was impressive by Colton in traffic. He got it and double pumped and went up from his hip and got that roll to go. 19-3 here. Nothing but free throws for the Millers thus far. Now into the game is Blake Eaton, the junior, wearing number 11. Another whip-de-doo. I'm going to call it a whip-de-doo. I don't have another description for that.
No, Malachi Grant says, anything you can do, I can do better to Colton.
It is the night of the NBA celebrity game where you got rappers and people like Common. And
Speaking of, Jeff, interesting you should mention that. Malachi's Aunt Whitney is actually at the NBA All-Star Weekend. She represents Adidas, not one of our current sponsors, but she goes to the NBA All-Star games and does whatever shoe reps do at those games. In fact, speaking of, shout out the whole Grant family likes to tune into Table Rock Sports to watch Malachi play. They're in Portland, Rexburg, Idaho, and Seattle, Washington.
Nice shot there by Bryant. Now 21-5, 2.5 minutes left, first quarter. Comets again, night after night, coming out with a strong offensive first quarter and taking these, what was last 5 opponents out of the game completely. And here's Chubb with a deep three-point shot and drains that as he holds the follow-through all the way down the court.
12 points for Chubb. He's got half the Comets' points in this quarter. It's nice to see, Jeff, the Comets being able to do this without their two bigs, Biddle and Edwards.
Pass into Carlos, and he converts that, does the 6'1 senior. 24-7 now, under 2 minutes to go. Here's Colton Brains with an open look. Hard off the back iron, tracked down by Bryant up the right-hand side. He's stopped by Chubb. An open look for a Miller goes long. That's number 12. That's Joey Beck. Got a Joey Beck that lived across the railroad tracks from me. Here's Hunter Chubb, and he drains another three-pointer.
Deep threes, both of them from Chubb. Little shout out to Auntie Amanda, who we know is always tuned in, and Braden Ray is doing what he does.
He gets it into Chubb, and that's knocked out of his hands. So steal by Braden Ray, his specialty. 27-7, first quarter.
Boy, Jeff, we may have hyped up the Millers a little much at the start of this game. Again, the Millers are on a 5-game win streak. They have to feel like they just got gut punched.
Malachi Grant with the open look. That comes up long and to the left into the hands of number 2. That's Clayton Becerra. Now Bryant has it picked up by Braden Ray, the quickest of all the Comets. Colton Brains takes an elbow to the throat, thorax area, and a battle for the rebound. Brought down by Chubb. A long pass up to Eaton. He gets a pump fake up and in for 2 as Vega went up high to block the shot. Chubb doing it all, rebounding, shooting, assisting on plays.
Coach Crosby Green is just imploring his Springfield Millers to get back on defense.
A couple substitutions for the Comets here with 36 seconds left. Jaden Brains back into the game, the starter, and Peyton Anhorn, wearing number 23, sees his first action of the night. Comets deep into their bench here at the end of the first quarter. Looks like Comets are going to play for the last shot. Going to run a set here. Brains to Eaton. Eaton dribbles the ball back out to Jaden Brains. Back to Anhorn. He gets a high screen from Malachi, but back to Jaden now with 15 seconds left. Millers in a man-to-man defense wearing their dark blue with Tar Heel blue trim. 6 seconds now. Colton Brains to Malachi Grant. 2 seconds left. Jaden with the long shot's going to come up 2 feet short, and that'll do it for the first quarter on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The Crater Comets 29, the Springfield Millers 7.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
And welcome back here to Crater High School on a Friday night. Midwestern League play 29-7 Comets as Bryant inbounds the ball and crosses half court, picked up by Jaden Brains. Here's Hill, the sophomore. He's going to get extra steps, and nope, the referee says traveling.
Great defense by Malachi Grant. Kept him in front of him as he was driving into the basket, his hands up, so he did not draw a foul. Caused the turnover.
Anhorn, Ray, Brains, and Grant are in the game. Lefty Brains gets a nice pass into Anhorn. Anhorn back to Brains. Goes up with a left-handed hook, veers off to the right, picked up by Bryant. A long pass down to Hill. And Hill's going to get an easy 2, but he misses that one. A foul.
There are no easy 2s for Springfield tonight, Jeff.
Clayton Becerra got the offensive rebound, and Comet got a piece of his arm, but no. 7 points in that first quarter for Coach Crosby Green in his first year at the helm for the Millers. Of course, Eric Orton, long-term Springfield Millers coach, transferred to Sheldon this past year and turning that program around, if not continuing their success. They had a nice win at Willamette, I understand, this week. Willamette, a top 5 team in the 5A level. Sheldon competing very well in the Southwestern League at 6A.
So, Jeff, I don't think I got a chance to answer your question about who in the Midwestern League has allowed the fewest points so far this year, and I've decided I'm going to go with the Willamette Wolverines.
Okay. Is allowing the fewest points?
Allowing the fewest points defensively.
All right. Let me see where Willamette is at. I know they're a favorite of yours. 987 points allowed.
Ooh, that's got to
for
put them in the
Willamette.
running, right?
Yeah, very close. They are, in fact, the third best defensive team in the league as Kruger Edwards goes down hard on his tailbone. Steal by Braden Ray into Chubb's hands and up and in for two. It looks like Kruger's okay.
So Chubb's kind of playing the medic. He's helping Kruger up, giving him a little bit of a hug, and he turns around just in time for Braden Ray to find him under the basket.
Give and you give back.
I guess.
31-10 on the John L. Scott scoreboard. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
The driver of the car that hit me is uninsured. Can I still make a claim? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by...
And welcome back to Crater High School. 31-10 here early. Second quarter. This game tipped off early. Traveling Millers have a 2.5, 3 hour ride home. And, of course, Crater Comets have winter formal here as Trey Bryant gets the lid off the bucket finally as a 3 for Trey. 31-13. Coach Schmerbach imploring for movement of the ball and the feet. Chubb now with the open look from 21. Off to the left, rebounded and snared out of there by the point guard, Jaden Vrains. Chubb posting up on the block where I normally belong. Here's Vrains, in and out, battle for the board, into the hands of the Millers.
Great offensive rebound from Vrains on that first shot, Jeff. If you watched everybody, they all turned and watched the ball, and Jaden Vrains moved and kind of cut in between two Millers to get that rebound.
High rebound by Malachi Grant. Colton Vrains on the right-hand side. Chubb thinks about it. He's going to take it. Comes off the front of the iron, and that's going to be blue ball, shouts the referee. Point guard back into the game. That's Marcel Hill, a 3-year starter for Coach Crosby Green. We're talking about points allowed here in the Midwestern League. So you picked Willamette. They're the third best.
I picked Willamette as third. So, it's got to be Churchill and Crater, I guess, in front of them. The 1 and 3 ranked teams in the state.
The ball knocked out of bounds. Possession to the Comets. You're correct on one of them. The Comets do allow fewer points than Willamette at 937. So they're in the second place position. But the number one defensive team in the Midwestern League is the Springfield Millers at 864 points.
Wow.
Allowed in Midwestern League play through 10 games.
That's I think I was supposed to answer that question right after they allowed 29 points in the Comets' first quarter.
They may not be, is what you're saying after this game. Vrains with an open look at the three-point line right in front of the hoop, and that's his spot. He likes that top of the key. Who doesn't?
Right.
It's great percentage there for all shooters. For the lefty with 3 points from beyond the arc. Upcoming for the Millers after tonight, next Tuesday they'll host North Bend, and then they'll travel to Churchill. So next week, a home and a road game for the Millers.
Although Springfield to Churchill is not too big of a road game for them, right?
No.
Bryant has all but 4 of the Millers' 14 points.
Comets up next on the road at Ashland. A late start, a 7:45 p.m. start on Tuesday. And then Friday night, a 6:45 p.m. start right here against Willamette, the number 5 team at the 5A level. Comets went into overtime to win that up in Willamette a month ago. So that looks to be a good one. Please join us. Please come down. Here's Vrains at the top of the key. Up with his left hand. Strong hand as he was floating to the right.
Nice move from Vrains. I think if he would have tried to go up with his right hand, traveling call there on the Millers. If Vrains would have tried to go up with his right hand, I think he might have gotten that blocked, but he kind of came back and kept it out of the reach of the defense.
Long conversation about defense, Jason, and we know that defense certainly wins championships, so we'll see how and who wins the title in this Midwestern League play and also at the 5A level. And we hope, of course, it's a local team here at the 5A Midwestern League play. Hunter Chubb now into the paint, and he gets that one to go. Does the junior. A nice first half for Hunter.
Chubb just a wrecking ball in the first half here as Vrains chased down Bryant. Bryant got rid of it in time. And you're seeing some of the scrappiness that has put Springfield at the top of the Midwestern League defensively.
That's Zach Sorber picks up the foul, number 5. Sorber, he's a junior, stands 5'10", had an older brother at the program just a year ago, or a cousin.
Yeah, we're recognizing a few names here with Springfield, aren't we?
Other action in league tonight, we've got Thurston traveling to Eagle Point. North Bend is in Ashland, and North Eugene is playing at Willamette, maybe the game of the night in the league. As North Eugene got their star player back, Cameron
Parks.
Parks
is a major difference maker for that team, Jeff. We watched really two completely different teams when Crater played North Eugene in North Eugene, and it was a very tight game. Then North Eugene came here without Parks, who was suffering from the effects of a high ankle sprain, and the Comets just rolled them.
3 minutes left here, second quarter. Comets stars a nice cut by Jaden Vrains, a better pass by Hunter Chubb. The Comets continue to put light bulbs up on the scoreboard, 40-15 here, second quarter. And this is all being done with Nathan Biddle on the bench with 2 fouls, that quick technical and the offensive player control foul early in the first quarter. Shot up and in by Braden Lowe, the senior, I believe with his first 2 points of the first half.
And the Comets continuing to push the ball up the court. Braden Ray on the floor.
Low in trouble now, gets it dumped down to number 22. That's Jack Johnston. And knocked away by a Comet defender. 2 minutes, 23 seconds left here, second quarter. Stick with us. We have, stay tuned. It's coming up as a Crater Foundation halftime report. The foundation provides scholarships for Crater graduates to help them take the next step and succeed. Learn how you can help them too at craterfoundation.district6.org.
Again, Coach Schmerbach really imploring the Comets to push the ball, even on that dead ball out of bounds, Jeff. And I like to see that. This is a Crater Comets team that has some athletes. They can get up the court in a hurry. And Jaden Vrains, not the least of them, usually handling the ball and pushing the ball up the court.
I just think it's good coaching at any level. You push the ball up on a made basket, on a missed basket. You fish, you look around, and you try to get your opponents on their heels, and maybe you get a much easier shot than running a specific set if you walk the ball up. And that's what the Comets have been doing as of late. So they can always pull it out with their senior late-in point guard, Jaden Vrains. If he doesn't see that it's there, he'll back it out. They'll get into their set, and then they'll run their normal stuff.
But they have been effective against the Millers tonight in pushing the ball, like you say, on made baskets. missed baskets and even on dead balls like that situation. That was just an out-of-bounds play, but they still pushed it up.
Travel turnover for Coach Crosby Green. Minute 40 left, second quarter. Folks, Bill's Glass is proud to be the sponsor of Table Rock Sports. Bill's Glass has been the industry leader in clear choice in Southern Oregon for almost 50 years, covering the full spectrum of glass from your vehicle to any room in your house. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass. 41-17 here. A minute and a half left as Marcel now works on Anhorn. Kick to Reiniger. Joey Beck back to Reiniger. Here's Bryant, picked up by Jaden Vrains. He works his way to the left. Pass off the hands of senior Braden Lowe.
Jeff, that was good defensive rotation. You saw Edwards come over on the baseline, and when he came over, his man opened up, but Peyton Anhorn rotated down exactly like he's supposed to. Knocked the ball out off of the Miller's hands as Kruger Edwards went up high for that offensive rebound, but tipped the ball out of bounds.
Trey Bryant works his way to the left, goes up off the glass. 19 points on the scoreboard now for the Millers. Just under a minute to go here in the first half. Jaden Vrains in and out on the three. Trey Bryant picks it up down court. That's to Reiniger, and that's going to be another turnover for Coach Crosby Green. .30 seconds now. Chubb with it. Jaden Vrains. Coming up at halftime, we've got a raffle. All the benefits preceding the soccer teams here at Crater High School. We've got a chance for one lucky fan and their partner. They make a half-court shot to earn $1,000 from Idiart Law Group.
Yeah, that one could be interesting to watch. We've seen some amazing halftime shots so far this season. Like to see somebody walk out of here $1,000 richer.
Yes. I've got the winning ticket, 2 tickets right here, so we'll see.
Right on. Well, we'll have to go roust Lisa and get her down here to shoot with you.
Bryant's shot goes off the back iron, so that'll do it for the second quarter. Brings us to halftime. John L. Scott scoreboard, the Comets 41, the Millers 19.
Hey, it's Officer Evans, Central Point Police Department, here with another episode of Traffic Safety First. We're going to talk about intersection laws today. Let's go. For this episode, we're going to be talking about parking near or stopping at intersections. To help us with this, we have a special guest, Jax.
Hello.
We're going to use this car and this map. Our first topic today, we'll talk about when a vehicle is supposed to stop at an intersection. Jax will show us where a vehicle is supposed to stop. As you can see here, Jax has stopped his vehicle at the edge of the white lines, indicating a pedestrian crossing zone at the intersection. If no one is in the zone after you stop and you need better visibility to enter an intersection, you may then pull up slowly until visibility is clear and then enter the intersection when safe to do so. For our second topic, we'll be talking about stop signs. Hey Jax, you know what a stop sign means?
Kind of. So when somebody drives up to a stop sign, they park right here, and then a car goes by to his house, then the car slowly moves forward and then goes right there to where it needs to go.
Right, that's perfect. Stop signs are pretty self-explanatory, but we get asked all the time, how close can a person park to a stop sign? Any guesses?
Right here?
It's very close. How many feet do you think that is?
10.
10? The actual law states that it's 20 feet from the stop sign.
Right here?
Perfect. I'll take it. And finally, let's briefly discuss four-way stops. This one is mostly well known, but it's worth mentioning. At a four-way stop, the person who comes to a complete stop at the intersection first has the right-of-way. The order then follows that same trend, and the next person who stopped is the next person who has the right-of-way.
Why was the cop at the beach?
Why?
Because there was a crime wave.
That's it for our 5th episode. For any exceptions to the information, please review the Oregon Revised Statute for each topic. Many thanks to our guest star, and we will see you next month for our 6th episode of Traffic Safety First.
Tonight's game brought to you in part by the Crater Foundation, who provides scholarship assistance to every graduating senior from Crater High School who applies for one, and provides scholarship assistance to students continuing their education after completing at least 1 year of college. Since its inception, the Crater Foundation has awarded over $4.38 million in scholarship assistance to more than 4,085 Crater High graduates. The Crater Foundation is dedicated to providing these scholarships to Crater High grads and relies solely upon the support of the community, individuals, local businesses and organizations, alumni, and District 6 staff members to do so. Become a part of the Crater Foundation community and contribute to making dreams a reality. If you're interested in making a donation or sponsoring a scholarship, please contact us by email at craterfoundation@district6.org or by phone at 541-494-6308.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's gonna take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you. The driver of the car that hit me is uninsured. Can I still make a claim? Oh, I know. letusfightforyou.com.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
How long will it take to settle my car accident case? Oh, I know. letusfightforyou.com.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services, from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherb coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
The driver of the car that hit me is uninsured. Can I still make a claim? Oh, I know. letusfightforyou.com.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
How long will it take to settle my car accident case? Oh, I know. letusfightforyou.com.
And welcome back, and again, thanks to the Crater Foundation sponsoring our halftime here at TableRockSports.net. No half-court shot made. There was 4 different folks that attempted. Second was super close. Crater High School student. I didn't catch his name. All participants came away with a nice Chick-fil-A coupon. Went by Chick-fil-A today.
Oh, yeah.
Was
the line too long again? Or
I didn't stop. I just looked. And, yeah, the line in the drive-up looked incredibly long.
Yes, Chick-fil-A, very popular. I think I'm going to give it another few weeks before. Look at Chubb with the offensive rebounds. I think I'm going to give Chick-fil-A a little bit more time, but can't wait. I love their spicy sandwich.
Mm-hmm. Starters for the Comets: Hunter Chubb, Jaden Vrains, Kruger Edwards. Braden Ray, and a new starter for the half is Malachi Grant as Braden Ray hits a three-point shot at the top of the key. Comets absent of starter Nathan Biddle, who again has been on the bench for half of the first quarter.
And a half now, Jeff. Nate Biddle has 5 points in the first half, and Nate, I believe, is, if not leading, among the leaders in scorers in the state of Oregon right now. Around 24, 25 points a game, so currently well below his 1/2 average.
Had a nice piece about Nate this past Tuesday in the Mail Tribune.
That's right. Chris Henry gave him a nice article.
Talked about his movement up in the ESPN rankings of all high school players in the nation, up to number 10 recently for Nathan Biddle. Had his scoring averages in there. I had it at 26.9, his rebounds at 12, his blocks at 4, and his assists at 3. But you know, those vary and move throughout the season. But yeah, clearly, if not one of the highest scoring players in the state, and rightfully so. 46-19 now for the Comets. 7 minutes left. Comets come out now in a 1-3-1 full court trap. Long pass up. That's number 13, starter Braden Lowe, for an easy 2 as the Millers break that press.
That's his second field goal tonight for Braden Lowe. 4 points for that young man.
It's going to be a hold on the Millers. Springfield School District made up of 2 Midwestern League teams, the Millers, of course, and the Thurston Colts. It's going to be over the back on Malachi Grant as Hill, the sophomore, had him pinned on his hip. His first foul of the evening for Malachi. Those of you that know the Grants, Malachi is the oldest of them. I believe he's got 4 total brothers.
Yeah, he has 3 younger brothers, all basketball players. The next oldest is Gabe, who is currently an 8th grader. So he'll
Julian,
be on the.
Right?
Yep, Julian's the youngest of the Grants. Julian. It's Gabe, then Julian, then Sawyer Grant. Sawyer is the youngest.
Sawyer. Some great names there.
Yep.
Julian. King Julian. I don't know. What's
King
that
Julian,
movie?
That is from Madagascar, right?
I love that movie, Julianuary. Vega now picked up by Chubb. Here's Hill picked up by Ray. An open look for Bryant. Rebounded, bound by Chubb.
Chubb, a good rebounder. Hunter Chubb, about 6 feet tall. He's springy, but he does get rebounds as he gathers in another one.
His shot goes long into the hands of Bryant. Bryant now on the move up the left-hand side. Kicks it here into the near corner to Vega, the sophomore. A nice pass to sophomore Hill. Decides against the shot. And here's Braden Lowe, and he's going to get picked clean by point guard Jaden Vrains.
And Braden Ray was there to help Jaden Vrains with cleaning up the pick. Malachi, a little bit indecision. He just about pulled the trigger on that, started to drive and shuffled his feet just a little as we finally get another view of 6'11" star junior Nathan Biddle checking back into the game for Grant.
Again, looking across court here, I'm just seeing about 25 students for Crater in the crowd tonight. It's winter formal, it's Valentine's Day, so a lot of preparatory work, I'm sure, being done.
Right.
To get ready for that. Biddle, nice pass from Vrains, a spin, and up and in, a quick 2 points for Biddle.
Nate Biddle going to work right away.
Biddle is like a slot machine. When a winner hits, it adds up quickly.
Yeah.
And he starts off in a fury here as he checks back in. Hill working against Ray. Blocked by Biddle into the hands of Carlos. Blocked again by Biddle. Long up court pass to Kruger Edwards. And he's going to turn it over into the hands of Vega.
And again, Jeff, I mean, that's just the way Nathan Biddle impacts a game. Come in for the easy bucket, and then 2 blocks. The Millers, I think, got a little complacent with Biddle being out. They thought that they could run their regular offense, the pick and roll and such, and they were in for the stark surprise. You cannot shoot it from within the key when Nathan Biddle is in the ball game.
Into the hands of Bryant, a knockdown shooter for the Millers, and he nails 3 points, so he's the catalyst for Coach Crosby Green, and he's got to be in the running for an all-conference spot. We'll see how that ends up here in just 2 short weeks. Chubb with a 3-point shot, again another knockdown shooter.
Hunter Chubb, 22 points tonight. Big night for the junior.
Vega, the sophomore, up, rebounded by Biddle. A long two-handed pass up to Vrains. Back up to Chubb. Back up to Kruger Edwards, who gets it high in the air and throws it down with 2 hands.
Jeff, I'm not positive who Vrains intended to throw that to, but what it reminded me of is watching college volleyball, where they set it, and then you've got 2 guys going up to, or 2 spikers going up to spike it, and you just don't know which one of them is going to do it, and that's what happened. Vrains kind of had his choice between Chubb and Edwards.
Our first dunk of the night.
It was, which again is unusual. Crater's been near double-digit in dunks most home games. So that's $25 donated by the Idiart Art Law Group to Crater High School Sports, Crater High School Athletics.
Marcel Hill working on Vrains, gets an open look. The right-hander off the left side of the rim, picked up by Vrains. Now Chubb across half court. He passes it high up into the air to Biddle, and he's going to kiss it off the back of the rim and down the nylon. So another 2 points and an assist to Chubb. Marcel Hill, some good footwork, rebounded and snared out of the air by Biddle. Up court into the hands of Chubb. He's going to take the 3, and nothing but nylon for the junior. Coach Schmerbach wants a 30-second timeout. The score on the John L. Scott scoreboard, the Comets 55 and the Millers 26.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
And we're back. A nice run by the Comets here late in the third quarter. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left, third quarter, 58-26. The Comets looking to push their overall record to 15-5 and their league record to 11-1. The Comets' losses came the first game of the season this year to Battleground. They have that Gonzaga commit there. And they also had losses against the number 1 ranked 6A team, that's Jefferson. And then also one of the better teams in all of the nation, that's Bishop Gorman. So those were losses at the Les Schwab Invitational. And then they lost to the talented Clackamas Lancers up at the University of Portland. And then also an overtime loss against Churchill. They've been in all games in which they've played, but 5 losses total for the Comets, all to quality teams. Sorber into the corner. Here's Bryant now, dribbles into trouble. He's trapped, and he's going to kick it off of pass it off of Biddle's foot.
It was a heads-up play by Bryant. He obviously shouldn't have gotten himself trapped in the corner there, but there was no way to get that ball out past Biddle's outstretched hand, so he jumped in the air, bounced it off of Biddle.
Up and in, 2 points for Bryant now. 30-point spread as Colton Vrains has an easy look, goes up with the right hand off the left-hand side. And Coach Crosby Green wants a full timeout. We're going to take it with him here on TableRockSports.net. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Griffin with a message from the Central Point Police Department about our Explorer program. If you're between 14 and 21 years of age and are interested in a career in law enforcement, the Explorer program at CPPD might be just the program for you. Explorers will learn about all aspects of police work through ride-alongs, training sessions, and an annual competition with other youth participants. Visit us at the Centerpoint Police Department or call 541-664-5578 to learn more about how to get yourself signed up for this fun program. Centerpoint Police Department. Dedicated service, committed to excellence.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got grand champion, and today I got reserve grand champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherm coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Crater Pep Band finishing there at a timeout. Glad to have you back here at Table Rock Sports. End of the third quarter action. Trey Bryant now on the right-hand side, picked up by Colton Vrains. A set being ran by Coach Crosby Green in his first year for the Millers. A nice top to bottom pass. I guess that's called high-low back in the day for 2 points.
That's Omar Carlos's 7th point. So Carlos getting it done inside.
Give and go from Edwards to Biddle, and Biddle gets undertaken, if you will. And that's by number 23 for the Millers, who's checked in. That's Jose Diaz. Diaz, a senior, stands at 6'3". Blake Eaton, junior, to check in, starting strong safety for the Comets.
Blake Eaton, a lot of the quarterback duties will most likely fall on him next year, also with the talented 4-year starting Trevor Davis graduating this year for the Comets.
Another nice high school sports season for the entire Comets athletic staff. We've got the wrestling state champions coming up. In fact, conference championships, I think, are this weekend, if not next, for Coach Greg Hega and his wrestling squad. Cross country also had an outstanding year, finishing
second behind the Ashland Grizzlies.
Going to be a hold on Diaz.
Comets really have had a strong season all the way around. The volleyball team had a great regular season and just kind of dropped their first game in the postseason. I think they had been on a win streak of something like 17, help me out, is it sets? 17 somethings in a row.
Game, set, match.
Right,
like
right.
Tennis.
Yes.
Turnover by Ray, picked up by Sorber. Sorber now into Diaz. His left hand misses it, but there's the man of the hour, Trey Bryant. He picks that away from Biddle and blocked by Biddle, rebounded again by Bryant. Still possession of the Millers here with 6 seconds left in the third quarter. A battle for it into the hands of Reiniger with 2 seconds left. He'll get a half-court shot off, comes up short. John L. Scott scoreboard reads the Crater Comets 62, Springfield Millers 32.
Your workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.oregon.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
And welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. Jeff Lang alongside Jason Brewster here. 7:20 p.m. Friday. It's Valentine's Day, February 14th. Glad that you're with us. Midwestern League play here. Comets up by 30 as they start the fourth quarter. On the court is Braden Ray, Blake Eaton, Jaden Vrains, Kruger Edwards, and Nathan Biddle, all starters for the Comets. For Coach Crosby, Greens, Millers, it is Diaz. And that's Joey Beck who took the shot. Marcel Hill. Clayton Becerra as Biddle gets it up and in for the dunk for 2 points to start out the fourth quarter. And the fifth starter is Anthony Hill, the sophomore for the Millers. So
and Anthony Hill was working so hard fronting Biddle on that play, Jeff. Almost any other interior offensive player would have struggled getting that pass, gathering it in, but not so for Biddle.
Tipped away by Kruger, up and in for two by Bradens as he finger rolls the left hand to take the spread now to 34. Marcel Hill down low. Clayton Becerra off his hand and hip. Substitution in is Malachi Grant for Braden Ray.
And again, that's that difference that having Biddle in there makes, where he turns Joey Beck back on the baseline as he's getting ready, looks at the basket for a second, then turns around and he says, no chance I'm getting this shot off.
That's going to be a hold on Hill as he and Biddle were going at it underneath. Again, a big height difference. Anthony Hill comes in at 6'1", and Biddle is at 6'11", but it's not the height. Well, it is, but it's also the wingspan as Biddle can reach out to a 7'6" level. I'm guessing Hill is probably around
6'1", 6'2", maybe 6'3", right?
Kruger Edwards at the elbow. Works his way in. He's going to throw it down as he stares at his brother, the 5A. No, that's his other brother.
The other brother.
he's got two of them over there to
two
pick
brothers up there, but not.
That is Kiefer.
It is Kiefer. Yeah, it is.
I can't tell them.
Kiefer and Cooper.
Yeah, there's Kramer, there's Kiefer, there's Cooper, and there's Kruger. And tonight we've got Kiefer and Cooper over there.
That was just an awe-inspiring dunk from Kruger going to his left. Really looked a lot like his older brother Kiefer.
Kiefer, the 5A state player of the year just 2 years ago here. We saw a lot of him on this floor right here. Took the Comets into the semifinals 2 years ago and lost that heartbreaker to the Thurston Colts. They won league that year. Dropped their first game to the Springfield Millers and then ran off 15, 16 straight games.
And the Colts knocked them out and went on to win the championship that year. Marcel Hill hits his first three.
Malachi Grant with his right hand. Blake Eaton, he's going to pull the 21-footer off the back iron. Here's Grant. One dribble to his left comes up short. Combine his shot and Eaton's together, both would have went down. One long,
one short. That would have been perfect.
Marcel Hill with it, out of the hands of Malachi Grant, into the hands of Becerra. He stepped out of bounds with his left hand, says left foot. He says, what did I do? Number 3 for the Millers into the game. That is Tayton Torgrimson. Full time out here on the court. We'll be right back here at TableRockSports.net.
Hello, I'm Lennox Scott, Chairman and CEO of John O. Scott Real Estate. In 1931, my grandfather started John O. Scott Real Estate. I would like to take a moment to thank you for your trust in allowing us to serve your real estate needs. Helping you realize your home ownership dreams is why we do what we do. But one thing is clear, it takes place one client at a time, each individual buyer or seller, because at the end of the day, it comes down to you. The past few years have been an incredible time of growth for us. We now have over 110 offices and more than 3,000 broker associates in the states of Washington, Oregon, Idaho, and California. But our higher purpose is living life as a contribution.
Back to live action now of Rains. Left-hand side crosses half court, 68-35 here. Miller's in a man-to-man defense. Biddle posting up hard. Rains is going to kick it into the hands of Eaton. Biddle to Kruger. Kruger fakes right, goes left. Oh, and tomahawks it down just like he did the possession before. And this time he doesn't look at keeper. He looks at Cooper. Says, that one's for you, old brother. And all we need now is Kramer in the stands and Kruger to throw down his third for his brother. All three brothers. Impressive.
Kruger has been very impressive of late, Jeff. He is just, he's kind of raised his game to the next level. He really has.
I remember Kruger very well. I was coaching some AA team at the 7th and 8th grade level, and my son and Kiefer were on the team, and always in the gym was Kruger. And Kruger had this beautiful, long, blonde, Goldilocks hair. And he was always over in the corner, smiling, shooting the basketball.
I think up until his freshman year, he wore his hair long.
Sure did. He has a basketball body. He's 6'6", has long arms, and he can get off the floor quickly. Here he is again, quickly around, and another dunk, and that one's for Cooper. 3 emphatic dunks, kind of all similar, Jason.
They really are, and it's really amazing. I mean, that's just Kruger. He's always been kind of a one-footed dunker, and then all of a sudden, he's just flying like he does. He looks like Kiefer.
Becerra up for 3. So up in the top row, you've got Kruger's parents smiling, high-fiving each other as Biddle goes hard off the back iron, and the grandparents are there as well for Kruger to support him. Pass from Bryant to Becerra, now back to Bryant, 72-38, 4 minutes left, fourth quarter.
An unusual missed dunk from Nate Biddle. By the way, Nate Biddle's Uncle Sean, Aunt Rose, and cousin Gavin are watching this game from San Antonio, Texas.
Texas.
So big shout out to Nate's aunt, uncle, and cousin.
All right. And that's going to be an offensive player control foul by Biddle. Top of the key, looking for some space by the substituting Tatum Tomgrenson, the junior. Third foul on Biddle. So hello to Texas, all the way from Southern Oregon. Glad to have you here at TableRockSports.net.
I'm hoping I got all that right. Nate's mom, Sue, filled me in on everybody that tunes in to watch him. Of course, there's a lot of people watching Nathan Biddle. And Nate with the baseball pass to Chubb, little low.
Hill now with it to Becerra, into the corner. Pump fake. Up and off the back iron by Joey Beck.
Jeff, last night the Southern Oregon Sports Commission held their annual banquet, and Nate Biddle was one of the people at the Southern Oregon Sports Commission. He was number 6 in the top 10 sports stories of Southern Oregon of 2019, and that went back to his state tournament performance last year. If you recall, he broke the record for shots blocked. And another dunk from Nate Biddle right there. I think he also broke the rebounding record in the tournament and nearly tied the single game scoring record.
So my understanding is he broke the block shot record, the rebound record, and the field goal made record.
I think that's right, yeah. Field goal made, because it was free throws that, and I don't recall who it was. He was very close to actually breaking the scoring record, but for free throws.
and he came up just short on the scoring record for the all-time tournament, just by a field goal, I believe. But
I think you're right. It seemed like it was 41, and the record was 43 is what I have in my mind.
Tyler McIntosh now into the game. The senior stands 6'2", wears 33 for the Comets. Ball to the middle of the court to Chubb, finds Kruger Edwards. A lot of contact, and he's going to get that to go as the acrobat Edwards, as he's really owned this fourth quarter. And really, it's his week at 22 points in the first quarter at Eagle Point. I think he finished with 26. Got 4 of 4 3-pointers in the first quarter, just up the road.
3 dunks. He's just, his first quarter was something to behold. And his free throw shooting streak
Edwards
continues.
Certainly playing himself into a big-time conversation for all league team.
For sure. He's getting a lot of looks from colleges. Looks like Coach Schmerbach's clearing the bench. And by the way, speaking of the Southern Oregon Sports Commission, Jeff, the number 5 story just ahead of Nate Biddles from last year is Seth Brown, North Medford High School baseball player, currently playing with the Oakland A's, and Coach Chris Schmerbach's brother-in-law.
I didn't know that.
Seth Brown,
okay.
Chris Schmerbach's brother-in-law.
On the court for the Comets, Spencer Higginson, Caden Lassiter, Tyler McIntosh, Tate Brewster, and you're going to have to help me out with the twin who just got the rebound.
Caden Price with the rebound. Jeff says that because Caden's got a twin brother by the name of Logan.
Lassiter in the corner for 3. He nails that. That's going to be good. That's going to be a foul on Comets on the rebound, but nice penetration by Price, and he got into the lane, drew the attention, kicks it to Lassiter. Lassiter, the sophomore, wearing number 3, drains the 3. He wears number 14 on the gridiron, an incredible inside linebacker for his size for the Comets in that age, and certainly a good one to come for Coach Randy Waite.
He is, and Jeff, he's his skills as a linebacker really translate in basketball. He's got a toughness about him, and he's smart. He always finds himself in the right place, like a good linebacker does. Lassiter is always in a good spot in the right place.
Battle for the rebound into the hands of Becerra. He's going to go up and in for 2. Minute 18 left, 80-40. Fourth quarter action. Price now on the left-handed side. He's going to get a screen from McIntosh. Back to Spencer Higginson. Higginson to Brewster. Brewster on the right side to Lassiter. Lassiter's going to pull the trigger. Nice rotation, and right in front of the Crater bench, and that's got to be about a 23-footer for the sophomore.
Lassiter showing his range.
Rebounded by Higginson now, 47 seconds left. Comets look to push. A long pass up to Lassiter, saves it to Price. Into McIntosh. He's going to drive the lane, get contact, and he'll get that to go. Does the all-performing sports athlete McIntosh. So ball into McIntosh's hand. He steals it away with 30 seconds left. Comets on the move. He's got his eyes on the rim. And he's going to get a couple free throws.
Tyler McIntosh only knows one speed, Jeff. There's some theories out there when you're under 30 seconds and you're winning 85-40. Some teams would pull up and dribble it out. McIntosh was not to be denied.
He was destined for the orange tin, so a couple free throws here for Tyler. First free throw up to the left and off for McIntosh. Stick around, folks. Just after the game, we'll have our My Circle K post-game report. We'll see if we can get a Comet up here high among the rafters of Crater High School. And if Coach Schmerbach allows it, we'll see if we can get a player up here to talk about the game. So that's going to do it on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The Comets 85, the Millers 42. We'll be right back here at TableRockSports.net.
Workers' comp claim was denied. Or was it accepted? Now what are you supposed to do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you.
Since 1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit eyecaresouthern.com to learn more.
Waiting, even a few days, to report a work injury or illness could cost you everything. But how do you know what you should do? Find out for free. Call Schlesinger and de Villeneuve immediately and let us fight for you. The driver of the car that hit me is uninsured. Can I still make a claim? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
For several weeks, the Southern Oregon Sports Commission has shown you examples of good sportsmanship and bad sportsmanship. Here's why. 75% of youth athletes quit sports by the age of 13 because they're not having fun. 75% of rookie referees also quit each year. Why? Well, it's because of the way they're treated by coaches and parents. We can do better. We must do better. Know your role. Learn more at southernoregonsports.com.
How long will it take to settle my car accident case? Oh, I know. LetUsFightForYou.com.
Welcome back to Crater High School on this Friday night. Game finishing early. It's just past 7:30 here as the Comets take care of the Millers by the score of 85-42. They push their overall record to 15-5 and their Midwestern League record to 11-1. They sit alone in second place position as the Churchill Lancers are currently in first at 10-1, and they sit idle tonight. Everybody looking forward to that rematch on December 25th, that Tuesday night. So again, nice performance by the Comets. They got out early in the first quarter and they take it from there. Great game from a scoring perspective from Hunter Chubb as well as Kruger Edwards. Nathan Biddle doing his part, Jaden Brains, Braden Ray, the whole gang participating tonight. Score on the John L. Scott scoreboard. The Comets 85, the Millers 42. I want to thank you for watching tonight's broadcast. Be sure and download the free TableRockSports.net app and watch the replay of this game free on your mobile devices. We'd like to thank Crater High School Athletic Director David Hurd for hosting the Lithia Superstore Game of the Week on TableRockSports.net. Our next Table Rock Sports production will be Tuesday at 7:45 p.m. in Ashland. In the meantime, check out some great features on our updated website. We hope you enjoyed this free broadcast made possible by our sponsors' support. Tune in tonight to News Channel 10 KTVL, where at 11:10 you'll see Friday night basketball action by Demi DeSoto and Joe Brett of Table Rock Sports. So we look forward to that. Again, the final score on the scoreboard, Comets 85, Millers 42. Special production of Table Rock Sports with Chelsea Brewster, our engineer, Jason Brewster. I'm Jeff Lang saying thanks and good night from Crater High School.
Table Rock Sports would like to thank you fans for watching tonight and for your great comments on our new YouTube-based Lithia Superstore Game Center. Located on the homepage of our website, you can watch multiple streams live or go full screen with your favorite team's game. One way to help us keep this great service going is by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just type Table Rock Sports in the search bar and click on the red subscribe button. You'll be entered to win prizes and get notices on local sporting events before they go live. You help us with a click, we'll help keep you in the game when you can't be there live, and you'll have a chance to win crispy, crunchy chicken and 2020 game tickets to an Oregon College event. Subscribe today.